Hello, welcome to our level. Welcome to Spring 2023. Let me give a quick tour of our page so you can know where you can find things and how the course works. So first of all, here are some buttons that contain like all the main documents. First of all, here's the course introductory presentation. This is a link right there, so you can check it as a preview, or you can download it if you wish. It takes a while to load, but here you will find all the information you need to know about the 2 levels that you will be taking this semester. It does take a while to load, so it might be better to even download it, but the presentation is there. Then the next button will be this very screencast that you're listening to right now. Then the course calendar. Here you will find a document that outlines everything that you need to do week by week, month by month. As you will see, it starts with January. Here we go with January 16th, our first official day. And you will see that the different assignments are there. For example, we have journals marked in this kind of light green. We have hub participation, also known as Conversation Club, in orange. The language and action assignments are always purple, like lilac color. Then we have the quizzes in gray. We have writing and speaking assignments in kind of yellowish green. And then we have your level exams in bright yellow. You will see all of this repeated for level 6. And basically the assignments are the same. Holidays and vacations are also marked on the calendar. So this way I would suggest to set yourself some Google reminders, although I will be reminding you in the WhatsApp chat. But it's best perhaps to set reminders maybe on a weekly basis, because not all of the assignments actually show up in your course calendar. That's the case, for example, with the language in action. As you can see, there are 2 steps to it, but you will only see the second step when it's due on a Thursday on the calendar that you will see pop up on the right of your screen. So for that reason, I've put together this calendar so it's very clear when things are due. And I also recommend setting reminders. Again, I will be reminding you in the WhatsApp group, but this is yet another way to know when to do things. Now, the editing key you will need when you're doing your writing assignments. And as we get there, I'll explain further, but here are some examples of what to expect. And here we'll be paying attention to punctuation. So we not only use commas and periods, but some other things like, for example, semicolons, colons, and more. But we'll get to that. However, the presentations will always be there for your reference. Now, the rest of the page. Here on the left, you will find the 4 assignments. You can access them through this button. When the time is due, you'll see the due dates right here. Or you can always access them through the calendar or through the buttons right here, which I'll explain in a second. The 2 quizzes are over here. When you click them, the page will open, and you will also see the dates for the quizzes here at the bottom. Clicking on each circle will give you the quiz. And you have the level exam. This is where you can access all your exams when the time comes. Now here on this side, we have the course introductions, which is the first thing we'll be doing this week coming up, the first week of class. And here are all the things that you gotta do with the deadlines, which is basically the same. In this case, it's everything for Sunday, January 22nd before midnight. So check this out, the first week of class. Here's my introductory video. I'm asking you to do the same and put it on the Padlet, which you can access here. Or, no, I did not put it at the bottom. So you would click on the Padlet to see my video, and to put your videos here as well. This is so we can meet each other a little bit. Now, there also your ebooks are here. And I just realized this says go to Unidal. You don't need to do that. The books are right here online, so I need to fix that. And important course documents, click on that. You will see everything that's important to consider, like the academic honesty policy, the course syllabus, the course calendar is repeated here again, and some other things. Now, academic honesty policy is something that you need to read through and sign. Now, signing does not mean on a piece of paper, but it means to basically do a quick recording saying that you basically have read and understood the policy. and you will actually be able to upload this little recording. This is what you have to record to basically say that, yeah, you've read it and you understood it. Now as we go back, this is one of the things that you got to do this first week of class. And the grading criteria, when you click here or here, you will see how you get your grade. And this is also explained in the presentation that is under the very first button that I showed you. And let me show you again. So if you actually go back to the home page, the presentation I'm referring to is right there, where it basically explains everything about the course. Now, once we finish the course introductions, the second week of class, we're jumping into Unit 1, and all of the units that follow are basically set up the same way. What you will see is a pre-assessment. A pre-assessment is like a quiz that does not have any grade, but it's there so that you can check how much you know, perhaps already, about the things that you will be seeing in the unit. And the deadlines for that reason are on the Mondays when we start the unit in question. So that's why you'll see here, Monday, January 23rd. Now, if we check out the rest of the activities, these are very similar week after week. Language and action. This has 2 steps. Notice that how it says it's a two-step activity. It is due on Thursday, January 26th, but the first step is actually due on Wednesday, January 25th. So if you want to get the 4 points for this activity, you have to do both parts on time, meaning the first part on Wednesday, the second part on Thursday, or sooner. And you have to follow the instructions. So if you click on it, you will actually be redirected to language and action. And here you'll have all the instructions. Basically, the pre-tasks are the book pages that you have to work on. And the tasks, 2 point each, are right here. Number 4 and number 5. In this case, it's a Padlet as well, and you basically just need to follow the instructions carefully as to what to do. You can click on the link here, or you can work directly over here. It's the same thing. Now, beyond language and action, we have the next activity is the writing assignment. This is the first draft, and I just realized I have to fix this too, because before, the first draft used to have no grade, but now it will actually give you 5% of your grade. So I will fix it as soon as I finish recording. So this does count for a grade, 5%, so it's best to do it. Then Conversation Club, there are different options. You can click here to see what the choices are. Let's go ahead and click. You will see that it's not only the Conversation Club, but we have tutoring as well that counts as a session. The Bookbound Club, where it's basically a Zoom session in which you discuss a book, whether you've read it or not, and dual immersion programs, and also language learning apps. So if you do any of these will count as your participation as a hub visit. And finally, Journal 1, the deadline is always on Sundays. The same thing was for assignments. The assignments and the journals are always due on Sundays. However, notice that the dates here are different. This one is due on February 5th, and this one is on January 29th. So you got to pay attention to those details. And, well, you can navigate back to the home page right from here, or to any other pages that you would like to consider. And finally, your books are right here. So there's a tutorial on how to use them. You'll notice there's a reading and writing book. And here right behind my video, there's the listening and speaking book. You can also access the workbook, which is there for extra practice. It's also available right here at the bottom. So basically, this is the course navigation. Again, when I start setting up the assignments, you will start seeing them on the calendar right here. But again, not everything shows on the calendar. The first step of the language in action does not appear there. That's why it's important to check your course calendar, to set yourself reminders, and to also pay attention to notifications in our WhatsApp group. And, well, to check your grades, you can do so here. And, well, that's about it. So, welcome to our course. I'm looking forward to working with you this spring.